Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven, and I'm in a game called Psychiatrist Simulator. I like to try all kinds of simulator games so that you don't have to, or at least so you can find out whether the game is good or not first before you make the plunge. So when I saw this game I thought, interesting. I've never tried to be a psychiatrist, and I've certainly never seen a psychiatrist simulator before. Unfortunately, I can't find a way to turn off the music, and we need the volume up in the game because of the fact that some of the characters are voice acted. So we're going to have to listen to this endless loop of music, and I'm sure that someone on YouTube will pop up as if by magic and say, "Hey, that's my music," as usually seems to happen. Anyway, I will say that I haven't really played the game. I've just basically loaded into it just to make sure everything works. So we're going to be in this together. See how it goes, eh? So we're going to go to new game, and I think then you need to click one of these head things. So we're going to click this head, and here we are in our office. Ooh, we've got a lovely painting. I believe that's Van Gogh or Van Gogh. How would you say that? I'm not sure that. Well, I suppose that you are allowed to have things like that in your game, because I would imagine it's a public property, isn't it? By now, you know, like the copyright. And look, I've got a diploma in clinical psychiatry in recognition of successful completion of the requisites and on nomination of blah de blah de blah. So yes, I am an official psychiatrist, and I seem to like Van Gogh rather a lot. And this is my office. I got a lovely light over here. Oh, I got a speaker, nice, and a phone and everything. So I suppose these books. Oh, there's a knock at the door. Let's see who that is. Whoa, scary face man.
I'm Lucas Avari. My mind's a very dark place, and I need some help to get to the bright side.
Okay, so his mind is a very dark place. Okay, so we're starting off on quite a depressing tone. I suppose if you are a psychiatrist in real life, it might be like this, because I suppose that people only see a psychiatrist if they have some kind of issues, right? Anyway, what should we ask him? Could you describe that dark place? How can I help you? How can I bring you to the bright side? Well, let's ask him to describe the dark place.
Could you describe the dark place?
I have nightmares every night, and when I wake up, the world looks like my nightmares.
Okay, he has nightmares every night, and then when he wakes up, the world looks like his nightmares. That must be pretty scary, mate, yeah. Could you describe those nightmares? Do you scream while being asleep? Describe your world. Let's go with, could you describe those nightmares?
Could you describe those nightmares?
Last night, I was near this building, and it had a megaphone on it, and said, "Become a zebra or die." And there were all these zebras around.
It's a zebra, mate.
So I became one, and then a man killed me with a chainsaw.
Wow, well, that's pretty simple, isn't it? See a load of zebras that are asking you to turn into a zebra. You do finally turn into a zebra, and then you get killed with a chainsaw. Classic horror nightmare. Okay. Are these dreams connected with reality? Well, let's hope not, but let's ask him.
Are these dreams connected with reality?
Some, yeah. Like people laughing at me.
People laughing at him is like being killed with a chainsaw. Okay. Only crazy people have dreams like this. Have you been abused in your life? Well, this is getting pretty deep, pretty fast. Tell me more about your past. Let's just say that.
Tell me more about your past.
I'm a quiet guy. I keep to myself. So I was bullied pretty heavily at school. And my home life's not great.
Okay. So, not a great home life, bullied at school. This is already pretty depressing, isn't it, really? Tell me about your home life. Were you abused by your parents? Okay, tell me about your home life. Let's just... surely you're not supposed to ask leading questions, really? I would imagine as a psychiatrist. I have no idea. I've never, done any psychology, really, in my life. Only very... small amounts. Anyway, tell me about your home life. Let's not ask leading questions.
Tell me about your home life.
Home life.
Well, my parents hate each other, and my mom screams at my father every day.
Okay, that's... yeah, I bet nobody likes you. No, we're not going to ask that. Have you any friends?
Have you any friends?
I have one good friend, but I only hang out with him once a month.
Hey, hang out with your friend more. That might make you feel better, but I can't say that. Do you feel like other people are against you? Do you feel anxious? Are you scared of something? Okay, let's ask him, do you feel anxious?
Do you feel anxious?
Do you feel anxious?
Yeah, every day. I feel like everyone's against me, and they want to humiliate me.
Okay. Do you spend time with others?
Do you spend time with others?
Do you spend time with others?
Rarely. Maybe once a month. I
That's
don't really
his-
get enjoyment interacting
That's his
with other
only
people.
friend. Okay. Do you feel like pathetic loser? I don't think you'd ask that, would you? Again, a leading question, I suppose. Well, I don't know. Do you feel sad? Well, it's pretty clear, isn't it? Are you depressed? Well, surely as a psychiatrist, I'm supposed to work out if he's depressed, not ask him if he's depressed outright.
Do you feel sad?
Do you feel sad?
Sadness is all that I feel.
Okay, or okay. That's all for today. I'll make an appointment for you, okay?
Okay, that's all for today.
Thanks for your time.
Okay, so I'll say right off the bat, I kind of like the way they have the person there, and there's some like lip syncing and voice acting. It's actually alright. However, I don't like the fact that my voice in the game is some standardized Google voice sounding, badly pronouncing voice. So I would say that I would just take that out, because I've obviously read out the question, so it's like I am the psychiatrist, if you know what I mean. So I don't really need to hear the question being asked with a weird Google voice, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and the other thing that I wonder is, obviously when you're talking about psychiatry, this is quite a complex thing, and I'm wondering if the person that made this game actually has any grasp on, or any professional idea about alright, shut up, I'm coming, about, this field. Shut up, mate, I'm coming. Patience is a virtue and all that. Oh man, he keeps knocking. This guy has a problem. This guy, I can see this guy has a psychology issue, a psychological issue even, because he keeps knocking. That is so annoying. Right, okay, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. If I'm supposed to like use this. Oh man, that's really doing my head in. Okay, let's open the door then. Gee, am I supposed? Whoa. Hello. Yes, anytime this week. Anytime.
My name is Anna Abrahimovich.
Okay,
My
spiffing.
friend told me that you can read human mind. I am curious if you can do that with mine.
Read human mind. Do people go to psychiatrists and ask them to read human minds? Well, this girl does, clearly. Okay, what's on your mind? Well, so she's asking about me reading her mind, and then I'm not going to ask her what's on your mind, because then, that kind of like defeats the object, doesn't it? What exactly made you come here? Well, I think she just explained that. It is true, but I'm not a wizard. I am a dark elf. No. So you should tell me a little. Okay, let's try that one.
It is true, but I am not a...
Sometimes I feel very tense. I don't know what to do with myself. I have to drink vodka to dull myself. Sometimes I cut my arms too.
She has to drink vodka to calm herself. Isn't this like stereotyping? Like she's got a Russian sounding name and already she's talking about drinking vodka. It's a bit like if you had like a British person on and they start like talking about drinking tea, I don't know. Interesting. Why do you cut yourself? Did she say that? Oh, yeah, I think that she did say that she, hurts herself or something. What makes you tense? Tell me about emotions while you experience that.
Tell me about emotions while...
I become very angry, hostile towards others. Sometimes I even scream. So I cut myself to relieve the pain.
Wow, that's harsh, isn't it, really? Is this state dysphoric? I think that's how you say that. Where you are depressed, have anxiety and agitation and feel unease. I suppose that's the opposite of euphoric, isn't it? Dysphoric, but you don't really hear it very often. Why don't you just calm down? Yeah, that's a great line, isn't it? She's paid loads of money, right, to see a psychiatrist. And you just say, why don't you just calm down? Okay, well, let's see if the game will reward me for being a bad psychiatrist. Why don't you just calm down?
Why don't you just calm down?
It isn't so simple like you think. I can't control my mind, so I came here.
Okay. Scars will be for life, so you shouldn't do it. Well, I don't think that's going to help somehow. Do you feel unreal? I bet she does. I bet 100% she feels unreal. Okay.
Do you feel unreal?
When I become dysphoric, I feel like I am dreaming.
Okay. All this, were you abused by your parents? They're asking everyone. They're like, yeah, we're not going to do that. Tell me about your past. Any traumas?
Tell me about your past.
I was bullied in school a little because of my anger issues, but nothing serious.
Nothing serious. Do you drink alone? Yes, the vodka. Do you meet with other alcoholics like you? So we're already assuming she's an alcoholic. Shall we assume she's an alcoholic? I don't think she's going to be happy that we're assuming she's an alcoholic. All she said is that she likes to drink vodka to calm her down. Let's be a rude psychiatrist, shall we?
Do you meet with other alcoholics
I am
who?
not an alcoholic.
I am not an alcoholic. That was quite funny. Are you in conflict with anybody? Have you threatened somebody? Do you feel paranoid that somebody wants to get you? Somebody wants to get you? That's quite a general term. Are you in conflict with anybody?
Are
Let's
you
try that.
in conflict with anybody?
Recently, I fought with my dad because he doesn't like my drinking.
So she's not an alcoholic, but she keeps like talking about drinking. Yeah. Have you any other addictions? She's not gonna like that because I've just like labelled her an alcoholic, and she's like, "I'm not an alcoholic." So then if we say, "Have you any other addictions?" she's gonna be like, "I'm not addicted to anything."
Have you any other addictions?
Yes, I
Ooh.
do love to gamble, and I do love hardcore things, like being humiliated in bed, tied, and beaten.
Okay, that that escalated quickly. Okay, we're just gonna sweep that under the carpet. Oh, poor girl. If only she saw a real psychiatrist. But let's just remember, she's not real. It's a good job, isn't it? This is why I'm not a psychiatrist in real life. Do you feel stable? Well, I wouldn't imagine so. It isn't right what you do. I'm going to be like the worst psychiatrist ever. Do your state of mind change, like being manic and then depressed? So then you would be a manic depressive. Surely. Simple. Diagnosis finished. Diagnosis even. Finished. Okay. Hello?
Do your state of mind change like...
Some days I am very happy and do many things, and then I feel like not living at all.
Okay. Okay. Why is everyone called Okie? That's all for today. I will make an appointment. Will I really? Because I'm not sure how to do that.
Okay, that's all for today.
I don't think she's coming
Sure.
back.
I have free time tomorrow afternoon.
Will she come back tomorrow? I have no idea. Okay, we have a diary. Available treatment. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff here. I don't think you can actually, like, give her anything. I don't know how that works. Depressed, anxiety, drug addiction. That is a lot of oh, right. So hang on. I'm not quite sure. Like, are we supposed to, like, click on this stuff? Depression? Oh. 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 How am I supposed to know this stuff, though? Like, I'm not a professional. Anyway, she's depressed. Fair enough. Treatment. Are we allowed to go to treatment? Maybe we're not allowed to go to treatment yet. Delirium. Then can we go to treatment? Not yet. Okay, so... Shut up, not yet, I'm busy. This was the other guy, right? Was this the other guy? Lucas, whatever his name is? Diagnosis. What was his stuff? I can't even remember. I can't even remember. I think it was antisocial something, wasn't it? Because he wouldn't hang around other people. That is really annoying. Shut up, I'm busy. Anxiety, maybe? Is it going to let us do treatment yet? No. Okay, interesting. What does this do? Major depressive order, also known simply as depression, is a mental disorder. So maybe this is where we're supposed to learn how to be a psychiatrist.
I am
Okay.
Ivan Arash. I was sent here because I fought with my mother about the cameras which she planted in my room.
Okay, so it's kind of weird how after all of the knocking at the door, it kind of forces you to see your next client. Yeah. It seems like you can diagnose the people, but they keep asking me to make appointments for them, but I've not quite worked out how to do that yet. Anyway, we're gonna actually call this the last appointment, and then I'll end the video. What cameras did you find? Well, clearly he found them because he knows about them. Where are these cameras? He said in his bedroom. What cameras? Well, they're small things that you video people with. But let's play stupid, shall we?
What cameras?
What cameras?
She mounted them near my desk, but I can see them because they are made of abracoin substance.
What? What is that? He just said he can see them. Why can't you see them? No, he said he can see them. Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
They are invisible because of abracoin.
What? First he said he could see them. And now he says they're invisible. It is bullshit. Simple. Let's keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what they say in it. Did you talk about this with your parents? Right. Should I just go for the stupid now? It is bullshit. Come on, let's try that. And I'm really interested to see how this generic Google voice says it. It'll be like, it is bullshit. You know, something weird like that.
It is bullshit.
Oh,
You can check
pronounced
my
it quite
room
well.
and see them.
Okay. Do you hear voices? No, he just has loads of cameras pointed at him. Or maybe the cameras are not really there. Maybe he thinks there are cameras there. Oh, I get it now. So he says they're invisible. He can see them. So he's crazy, clearly. There isn't abracim, whatever that's called, or cameras in your room. Come on, let's be blatant. Let's be the worst psychiatrist ever.
There isn't a Brickham or camera.
And it should be there aren't, by the way.
They are there. I can show you.
Okay, he keeps saying he can show me. Nice. Also, why are all of the people that I have to treat, they seem to not be wearing any shirts or anything on their top half, which is a little bit weird, weirding me out a little bit. Did you tell that to your friends? Friends think that you are a freak. Okay, we're going to keep going down the line of the worst psychiatrist ever.
Friends think that you are a freak.
Friends
I'm not a
think
freak.
that you are a freak. This is making me laugh. I'm not a freak. Do you think about killing yourself? This is what you should... I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Even in a game, I'm not going to say that to someone. Do you think about killing yourself? What? Oh my goodness. This is getting pretty... yeah, so maybe you shouldn't try to go down the bad psychiatrist route in this game, maybe? Possibly?
Do you think about killing yourself?
No, I want them dead.
Oh dear. Do you work? Let's change the subject. Do you work? Let's just forget he said that, shall we?
Do you work?
No, because they are government agents out there.
Oh, so he's a paranoid android. Have you been in mental hospital? Just, ask in passing. I'm just wondering, have you ever been to a mental hospital before? Because you're going to be going there pretty soon. I'll take a wild guess.
Have you been in mental hospital?
No, I am sane.
Just add in to that. Yeah, I agree. You're completely sane, but just add the word in and then, insane. That would be better. It's all your imagination. Do you feel anxious? Do you feel depressed? No, it is all in his imagination. Someone needs to just, be real with this guy.
It is all your imagination.
No, it is true.
Okay, thanks for today. I'll make an appointment for you. Okay, so I'm going to just go over again how I feel about this game at the moment. I mean, to be fair, I haven't, there are maybe some other slight mechanics in the game that I don't fully understand, but I couldn't really work them out because it's kind of annoying how when you have another appointment that someone just will knock at your door like forever, and then the game will force you to see the next client. I'm sure that a real psychiatrist, if he wants to chill in his office and sort out his paperwork, I'm sure that wouldn't happen. Anyway, so maybe I need to learn how to make appointments, because I keep saying to everyone that I'm going to make them an appointment, but I don't know how to do that. I seem to have worked out how to diagnose, and I assume eventually I can treat these people. But, and there is that book that does explain, it seems to explain some of the conditions. Yeah. Anyway, having said all of that, I do kind of like the basis idea of this game. And I'll say right off the bat, this game is very, very cheap. It's incredibly cheap on Steam. So I would say it's a very experimental style of game. I do actually think it's got something there, like under the surface, but it just obviously needs a lot of honing. And like I said earlier, I feel like if you're gonna make a game about being a psychiatrist, you kind of have to have some idea about psychology, and maybe like, are you marketing this, or are you selling this to people that are budding psychiatrists, or are you trying to make this a fun game, you know? But the thing is, a lot of the things that we're talking about here are incredibly serious, so it seems like they're trying to go for people that are really interested in really being a psychiatrist in real life. And if you do that, you kind of need to make sure that the content is, you know, fairly realistic and accurate. Whereas if you were going down the other route, I think you would make the game less serious and a bit more comedic. So it has some interesting ideas, but you know, will it work? Well, I kind of think it has a lot of things that needs to be honed. The Google voice, like, they need to get rid of that. That's kind of annoying. The incessant knocking at the door is kind of annoying. The presentation is very rough around the edges. I do kind of like how the clients look and that they are voice acted. Yeah, so it definitely has some kind of potential somewhere underneath, but it obviously needs to be honed and refined a lot more. Anyway, I would love to know what you think of this game. I'm always really interested in finding out about new and interesting styles of simulator games, and it's always great to get the opportunity to try them, you know. So I would also love to know what you guys think of this as well. So as always, thank you for watching, and maybe if I'm very lucky, I might just see you again in a future video. You just never know, it might happen. Bye.